Our Voice has offered several Walk a Mile segments, which is really an opportunity for you, the viewer, to get involved and to really see what it feels like to walk a mile in someone else's journey. Today I have with me my dear friend Kat Heatherly. Thanks so much for being here, Kat.
Sure.
And Kat has really had her share of medical challenges, medical illnesses, but she really wanted to share a story at a different level with someone else who has been suffering. So Kat, just tell us a little bit about the Cregers and what you know.
Well, I personally know having chronic illness is not only hard on the patient, but it's really hard on the family. And we have some friends who the husband has leukemia, and I can't imagine looking at their family and knowing not just a physical toll on him and an emotional toll on him, but a huge emotional toll on his family. The thought of them losing him, knowing they could lose him at any time, is just heartbreaking. And the thought of that family having to go on without him, it's such a wonderful family, is just something I can't even stand.
You know, and so we had this opportunity. We went to the Creger's home and we had an opportunity to really chat with Michael and his wife Gina and just talk about what is this like? What was it like to be diagnosed with a terminal illness? How is their family handling it? Let's take a look. And Mike, we're talking about your journey with leukemia when you were diagnosed in 2007. So here we are years later, but I want to kind of reflect a little bit. When you were first diagnosed, what was your first reaction?
Why me?
Why you?
Yeah, pretty much why me.
We all wish it didn't happen to us. We all wish it didn't happen to the one you love, or someone you know. But just, we have to deal with it.
Because when you first hear about it, and when I was younger, leukemia, you know, pretty much kind of meant like a death sentence, pretty much.
We were scared, very scared. What are we gonna do without him? How long do we have? Through his back surgeries and all the issues he's already had medically prior to this too, why Dad? We can't, you know, what are we gonna do?
But I was lucky enough to come with CML, not AML. So it's I guess if you wanted a better one to get. I didn't really pay too much worries to it. I figured it was in God's hands and the doctors.
What were some of your fears initially when you first hear this? I mean, I can't even imagine.
Well, I think the main fear was how my family's going to get along, how my wife's going to get along without me and the kids. That was the worst fear, really, because I figured this is another phase of life we're going to be tested with. You know, well, in 2014, I mean, got the best news. I'm just above going in remission. They finally labeled me at that, and until February of this year, that's when they called me back in, did another blood test, and basically my blood count went down again and out of remission, and they increased my chemo meds.
I think it's the worry that if it's not working. We've been at this level so far and so much lucky and blessed. We've been blessed, and now the increase of the chemo, is it going to work? And was your body just acclimated for the first 7 years or 6 years he was on it? Are we gonna be okay? So long as we're okay, we can keep living.
But hopefully it works for me. They're going to monitor it every month. I can go in for a blood test, and a week after that blood test, I'll find out the results, whether it's working for me or they got to increase in the medicine.
You can't deal with the negative. You can't deal with, we can't do this anymore, but you can. So long as God gives us another day, we got it. We got it handled. The more that He deals toward us and to us, we can handle. And that's what it's about. And value. Everything matters to us now.
Do you feel like this journey has brought your family closer?
I believe it has. Family time has really gotten more special to me now. And without them, I'd be lost.
We truly valued together. So I can say now, my kids are grown, but we are closer than ever. And with Dad around, he's doing more with us.
Yeah, I think family plays a very important part in life. And when you're going through good things or bad things, especially the bad. They're great to have a family that you can rely on.
So tell me, if somebody else was going through a similar journey, what advice would you share with them?
Don't dread on it. Live life the best that you can.
It's powerful.
Yeah, because I really do believe the more you worry about it, the worse things can be. You're more relaxed, and I put my faith in the doctor and God's hands. So that's the kind of attitude I've always had. Whatever happens. It's meant to be.
That this is a blessing. I can't ask to be closer to the kids, to my family. I mean, to the animals, to our pets. We're together. I mean, it would be terrible if we weren't. But I don't have to worry about that yet. Not at all. I don't want to.
So while we were visiting the Creger's home, we also had this great opportunity to talk to their two children, Montana and Michael Jr., who really have been so involved with their father's care. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
I just graduated high school, and I remember the day that he told me. I guess it didn't register, it didn't hit home, didn't anything. I got in my car and I just drove away.
You can't help but thinking with cancer, any kind of cancer, any serious illness like that, the ultimate end is, you're gonna lose your loved one. But we try to get away from that, and just kind of fear of losing some of the fun times that you can have. So it's definitely, the loss was the biggest fear, I'd say, for me.
I agree with my brother on that. It's like now my dad is my very best friend. I mean, my mom kind of doesn't hate the fact, but it's kind of a little, why do you talk to him about everything? Like, my dad is my go-to, and being then too, it's all about losing my dad. And especially now, like, that's the one thing that comes into my mind, well, maybe my dad won't be here tomorrow, or he's my best friend.
Well, I think we're kind of fortunate in that sense, because there's plenty of families who didn't have that extra few years in there. There's kids who have been diagnosed at really young ages, and they, in my opinion, are some of the most strong-willed people that you'll ever meet, because if you met a little kid who had cancer and they stay positive, it's just the most powerful feeling that you can have. I've never felt anything like it. So I mean, we were fortunate we got to have a few extra years to a little more experience behind us. We have a good family that was supportive, good friends, and so I mean, yeah, you can see both sides of it.
The biggest thing when we were growing up, no worries. He had a sticker and a shirt, no worries.
Everything was not
no worries. Right? And so now it's like, okay, no worries. And I find myself saying that a lot to, like, even my friends, or no worries. And I go, dang, I sound just like my dad now.
I think we came together more as a family, and I think I kind of feel a role pulling everybody in, like, hey, let's go do this weekend.
I'm a lot more patient now, and I try to be more understanding, and if I get mad and stuff, I try not to hold those grudges for too long, and I try to get over it quicker.
Definitely stay positive. You got to have a good outlook on things, and in order to do that, we found you do something that you love to do. And for us, it's obvious, it's the outdoors, it's hunting, it's fishing, it's camping. So you just got to find the thing that works for you.
Don't take it for granted. Like, every day that you're gonna have with, like, your dad, your mom, your brother is special, and you don't want to lose that and just kind of think, oh, well, I should have done this. Like, you don't want to have those regrets. You don't want to take it for granted. You want to be there completely, however much you can be.
So we know there are some solutions when it comes to how to deal with leukemia. Here with us today is John Philpott. He is the Community Engagement Representative from Be the Match. And John, we're so excited to have you on board. So first of all, how did you get involved in Be the Match? I know you have a significant story to share.
Well, in October of 2012, I was diagnosed with a rare and very aggressive form of leukemia. My doctors put it very simply, that I had two choices. I could either go through a bone marrow transplant or I could die. And I was not ready to check out without a fight with 5 young children. So, but unfortunately, my siblings were not fully matched donors for me. And so that's when Be the Match stepped in and gratefully was able to find a matched, unrelated donor who ended up saving my life, and now I'm cancer-free.
Wow. Okay, so you became part of this organization because you're a survivor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I started as a volunteer. I wanted to spread the word about how important it is for people to get on the registry and just how simple it is. And that ultimately, gratefully, led to an opportunity to come to work for Be the Match.
Okay, one of the things I really love about Be the Match is they make this so simple. So I want you to talk about how easy it is to get registered.
Absolutely. Seriously, it's just a few minutes to fill out a little bit of paperwork and then 4 quick swabs of the inside of your cheek.
Like a Q-tip swab.
Exactly.
So no needles, right?
No,
Nothing like that.
no,
Okay,
no
so those
blood
of you
sample
who
or anything like that.
Awesome. Well, I have an idea that I want to try, okay? Because we have this double-decker bus that's been involved with our show called Whimsy, and Whimsy does these whimsical moments going out in the community. They've delivered food and toys to kids, like Toys for Tots. They've done all kinds of great services. I wonder if we could get Whimsy involved with helping us create like a drive with Be the Match. What do you think? Okay, so
That'd be great.
I have a bat phone here. I'm going to give Whimsy a call. I've only used this a couple times. It's only a need.
Hi, Rebecca. It's Randy. What's going on?
Randy, we have a special mission for Whimsy.
Oh, wow. Tell me about it. We'd be happy to help.
Right. Well, we're working with an organization called Be the Match, which will help with creating some bone marrow donations here in Idaho, registering people for bone marrow. So we wondered if Whimsy would be willing to go to some different locations around the Treasure Valley just to be a site for people to easily go and register.
Oh, of course we're in. Tell me how we can, what we need to do. What are the details?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll post it on your Facebook page, our Facebook page, on bethematch.org. They can work with us, and at eaglephysicaltherapy.com. We'll post on all those sites and let people know where to go.
Oh, of course. We'll see you there.
Okay, Randy's on board.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
And what we'll do is we'll post that on different websites on bethematch.org. We'll put it on Facebook, put it out there in social media so everyone knows what day, where to go, what location. We'll make it easy, but you guys also have a mail-in service as well. How does that work?
Right. Well, instead of filling out a little bit of paperwork on site, if somebody can't make it to one of these live events that we organize, they can go to our website at a special link that we've set up for viewers of Our Voice. It's join.bethematch.org/ourvoice. No spaces. And awesome. It's just 5 to 7 minutes online, followed by Be the Match mailing them a cheek swab kit that they complete at home. They drop it back in the mail to us. They don't even have to come up with a stamp. We take care of the postage.
Wow, awesome. Well, I want to see if we can get Walmart on board too. So let's see what we can do about that. Stay with us. So we've invited Randy Phone. He is the co-manager for Walmart, and he's here with us today. Thank you so much, Randy, to talk about how Walmart can get involved, because Walmart really does a lot for the community. And I wanted, first of all, just to talk to you, Randy, tell us some ways. I mean, Walmart really seems to get involved. Tell us a little bit about that.
One of the first things that Walmart does when we settle into a new community is we ask ourselves, how can we become a better neighbor? How can we become a good neighbor to the people in our community?
That's great. Wow. And you definitely see that, because I've seen Walmart really involved in races, you know, different fundraising events. So with this event, this is Be the Match, and what we're looking to do is help people register to possibly become donors for bone marrow transplants. So when it comes to helping be part of the solution for leukemia. So we have this bus. It's a double-decker bus. We want to set it out at some locations. So could Walmart help us out?
Yeah, we'd love to help out with the Whimsy event and anything else that you potentially need to help make this a successful event. We'd love to be a part of.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that would be great. So Walmart will probably be one of our locations. Maybe we'll be parking Whimsy. We'll let you know dates, times, and the locations, and you can come out, easily register, and be part of this journey. I mean, this is really a movement. You can watch, witness. It is about walking a mile in somebody else's shoes. What would it be like if you or someone in your family was diagnosed with a terminal illness? But you can also come out, get involved, and be part of the solution as well. So thanks so much, Kat. And John,
Thanks for having me.
John, who from Be the Match, and also the Creagers for bravely coming
Yeah.
on board and sharing their story with us. And
I'm
thank
really
you, Randy.
excited about this.
Yeah, thank you.